Alright, I'm back. And most of you are probably thinking, where the hell's this guy been for the last 2-3 months? Well, I'm not going to go into everything, but I've been going through some stuff that prevented me from recording on a reliable basis. And to be honest with you, while everything's not over, I'm back at a point where I feel comfortable starting up the recording again. So I'm going to try to keep a reasonable schedule, but I am going to try to focus on a few games at a time. And okay, meet Edgar Swansea at the hospital. And it's been so long since I played that I'm not even exactly sure where in the story I am. But confident that I can figure it out. I'm only level 14, which is a little, gotta get some XPs. So let's do that. Let's get away from there. Okay, we're out of stamina. And I've been doing a lot of playing of, while I wasn't recording. I wasn't recording because I didn't think I could keep up a recording schedule. I have been playing. So I've actually gotten significantly farther in this game, and so this is not going to be a blind playthrough anymore. Well, we know it's not a blind playthrough because I did play a lot of this game before I got to the point where I couldn't advance anymore on PlayStation. But I've got the game with other sources. I've got the game almost beat. So okay, there's that guy. And I know a lot of things that actually really, really work in terms of advancing the character. So I'm probably going to be advancing the character using a lot of those other techniques. So, where am I? Had to see something. What's my health situation like? Do I have to heal anybody? Have I found him yet? And what's my mesmerized level? My mesmerized level is only 2, so I'm actually really, really early in the game. So, alright. So, I can go back home. I can advance this part of this. Ooh. There's somebody in... Oh, damn it. Alright, so I gotta go rescue this guy. I ran across the person who needs rescuing. He's back through here. Oh, and I almost missed the treasure. That's fine. Get that blood. Alright, let's get it. Oh, right, him. Alright. That worked out so far. Let's rescue the man.
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing in a place like this?
I'm not sure that's any of your business.
I hope you realize that staying here will put your life at great risk.
Ah! I'm not afraid of these guards of Frewen, or whatever these thugs call themselves. I can still kick some respect into those youngsters.
I wasn't specifically referring to them, but are you really after these men? Why?
They took my boy! I've had no news since he joined that crazy gang. So I decided to come and find him myself, to get some answers.
I see. But as I said, your life is at risk if you stay here. And I'm not referring to the gangs either. You should leave, sir.
Well, this part of town used to be nicer, let's say. Perhaps you're right. This isn't the best way to save Andrew.
Okay, well, goodbye. Now I'm going to loot the area you were stuck in, starting with this body. Okay, anything else around here? So what's up with this open door? Let's see what's in here. This is intriguing at best, at worst. Alright, we're gonna do the room, we're gonna go room by room. Gonna do this room next. Take the money. I just broke something. Let's step it on it. My voice is a little bit low sometimes. One of the side effects of what I'm going through is a lot of phlegm. Don't want to be gross, but a lot of phlegm. So what we got here? We got a body. Bloody letter.
There is a name engraved under the blood on the back of the case. Jack Gillingham. Maybe I should return this watch to his family.
Alright. Wow, I'm way back in this particular part of the story. I've gone so much farther in other playthroughs. I didn't realize I stopped this early. That's fine. Alright, so let's go back. We're going to make it back to Pembroke. Is there any place else I have to go? Let me take a look at the map. First of all, I've got a marker on the top. I need to get rid of it. Erase marker. Well, I don't know if that came through, but that was really, that was some serious thunder. Alright. Apparently we're having a bit of a thunderstorm in New York, so. Anybody? Wow, streets are remarkably empty. Thinking that what I might try to do is I might try, excuse me, wow, my voice is getting really rough. I might try to stick with the, with one game until I beat it. But also, at the moment, because of what I'm going through, it's easier for me to record on PC right now than it is for me to record with my PlayStation. Although I probably could change that because I could switch which PC I'm recording with. If I switch with which PC I'm recording with, I could probably go back to recording with my PlayStation. If I work that out, if I get the technical bits worked out, start recording on my laptop with my PlayStation, then I will probably start the Spider-Man PlayStation game, which I do have, I just haven't played it yet. Let me see what Milton has for sale.
Good evening, Milt.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Always. Let's see what you got. You have anything else to say? No. It's true.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reid. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Not really. It's not going to help you as much as you might think. Alright. All I've got is commons, and I don't think I really need commons right now. What do I have to sell? I have a used pre-win steak, which I'm really not going to use either of these, so I'm going to sell them both. I'm not selling any ingredients ever. And what do I got here? I got a small pot. I got a perfume bottle, which I can break down. A small pocket watch. No, that one I'm not going to sell because that's actually a story item. That can be broken down. This is just real value. This is just value. This I think is just value because I don't get the option to give it to his wife or anything, so I'm going to sell it. All of this stuff is components, so I'm not going to sell those. Alright, that's all there is to that. I don't think I need to talk to her. I'll talk to Edgar. Alright.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the guard.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned.
I love how, excuse me, I love how Swansea knows how it's the other guy that needs protection from me and not the other way around.
This is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned the dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Okay, I'll help.
Very well. I'll help you.
Jonathan, please. I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Yeah, it's bad. I'll protect you, though. They can come all they want. I kill them by the dozens every night.
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Alright. The sad saint. Will he have to meet a sad end? We shall find out, and soon. Alright, so I don't think I really need to do
Sean
much
Hampton
else.
lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my room. And in my room I'm probably going to rest. Just to put, you know... But now what I've actually learned is that it is very advantageous to boost my stats. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour these 2,000 points into getting better personal stats. It's basically my health bar, my stamina bar, and my blood bar. What I've actually done is I've played a game where I actually maximize the stats at the expense of getting powers. And I found that doing that, I was able to get through most of the game with essentially just Blood Spear and maximizing my stats. So it's not as sexy an evolution, but it does create a much more durable character. A much more durable character. So that's going to be 3. So anything that's 3, what can I get for 3? Can I do anything with these guys? For 3. That's 6. And that's 6. Anything that I can buy for 3? Probably not a whole lot I can buy for 3. I might be able to increase my medical bag for 3. So I'm probably going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll confirm that. Now we got to figure out, okay, oh god, jeez, look at all the sickness. You guys are down to stable. Youch. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what's happened to everyone. So let's. All right. So that's good. We haven't gone to the West End yet. Okay. All right. That's good. All right. So I only have to work in 2 districts in terms of a doctor. I need to work in 2 districts. I need 1 fatigue, I need 2 fatigues, I need 3 fatigues, 4 fatigues, 5 fatigues, 6 fatigues, 7 fatigues. So I need 7 fatigues, and I don't know her, so I don't know what she's got. Okay, that's not good. So I need to make sure that I have 1 of everything. 7 fatigues and 1 of everything. So I'm going to go in here because sometimes I do have a refill of, and I don't. Sometimes you have a refill of your potions. I don't right now. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go in here and we're gonna break everything down. We're gonna go here and we're gonna see if we have enough to upgrade any weapons. So this weapon has already been upgraded. I increased stun on it. I increased handling on it. Okay. 2 hands. Barbecue. So I took this, I increased stun, and then I increased handling. Usually I increase stun on it. I don't know why I did that. Because stun is much more important on it. It really is. It's a lot more important on it. It's a lot more important to increase the stun. So I might actually undo that and to make it a better stun. I don't know why I went for handling on it. Probably because I hadn't increased my stamina. So I was doing that to compensate for not having increased the stamina, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and make this thing a stun fest because that's what it's for. And then when I get down here, I can go for stun or damage. I can go for handling or damage. No. Alright, so that's what that has to be. And then, because we're not going with the scythe, are we? Okay, the scythe absorbs blood. But the scythe does not do stun damage. That's okay. The scythe doesn't do stun damage. It absorbs blood, which is nice, but it doesn't do stun damage. I might go ahead and make this my secondary weapon, my main secondary weapon. Alright, and we're gonna have it absorb blood at every turn. Alright, that's what we're gonna do with that. And we're not gonna worry about the Dragon Bane blade anymore. The Dragon Bane blade is not, I'm not gonna worry about it anymore. That's kind of kicked to the curb. I don't yet have the gun that I'm gonna be using as my primary gun, so I'm not gonna upgrade any of those. Now I need a lot of fatigues. I forgot how many I said I need, and I need 1 of every treatment because I don't know what she has. But I can't do the migraine yet. I don't have the thing for migraine, but I'm gonna go ahead and make a few fatigues because it was like 8 or 9 fatigues I needed. So I'm gonna go 10 fatigues. That's got to be enough. Then I'm gonna take this to 3. I'm gonna take this to 3, but I can't take that to 3. Alright, that's fine. Alright. That's good enough. Alright, so we're gonna start treating people in the hospital. Alright. And well, let's take a look and see if anything new, because this stuff does refill. Right, that didn't refill. Let's take a quick jog to the other side. That doesn't look like that refilled. That's fine. Downstairs. And some of this stuff does refill, so we're just going to take a quick look. So if nothing refilled, that's fine. Now, she's healthy, that's fine. He's got fatigue, so let's take care of him.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reid.
See something.
Can you tell me anything about recent events at the hospital?
Before the shouts and the noises, I think I heard whispers coming from the stairs. 2 voices, maybe more.
Did you recognize the voices? What did they say?
I couldn't hear. Sounded like they were arguing or something.
Personal questions? Nope.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
Not really. I think I caught something in this bloody hospital. I swear I'm dead. You're smiling inside, Dr. Reid. As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about it. Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is done.
Okay, well,
Goodbye for now, Mr.
it's a terrible outlook, but I want to make sure you don't suffer too bad for it. Okay, I'm trying to judge your health. Yeah, you're healthy. Okay.
What on earth happened here?
Alright. I'm trying to... There's no clues? Alright. Well, if there's no clues. Okay. You got fatigue? Nope. You got fatigue.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reid.
Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong. We are doctors, not politicians.
I like you a little better because
You
of that.
need my assistance.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Well, fine. Let me save you the time so you can get back to the patients.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professions.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reid. We do not see you in surgery very often.
You're an ass again.
Thank you for your time.
Immediately. Immediately, you're an ass again. That's amazing. So yeah, you're gonna get some.
Good evening, Mr. Fitting.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. Any news about my operation?
I would be happy to perform the operation. The game just doesn't give me the option.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help you?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reid. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
I don't know. I thought Dr. Reid's response there, my response was a bit
Goodbye
rude.
for now, Mr. Fitting. I'll see you later.
Alright, now I know one of you needs help. Mortimer doesn't need help, but his mom does. So let's give mom help.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswell?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? I don't feel well, actually.
Well, here you go.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Well,
Goodbye,
here you
Mrs.
go.
Goswell.
Alright, so who else needs help? She doesn't need help because she's immortal.
Oh, Jonathan, I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman, butchered by some savage scowl.
Yes, and I'm afraid I'm at least partially responsible. The man, the scowl, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent, for there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that
surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
Okay. Oh.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
He was bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
Okay,
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
Me neither.
Is this a sign? A hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
Okay, well, let's,
Thank you, my lady. I hope to see you again soon.
I'm not going to ask her if she killed this person because I don't think she did, but... Okay, she's got fatigue, so I'm going to get that.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
I will be fine. As soon as I can get some sleep.
Okay, let me give you some uppers.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reid. Thank you.
Okay, anything else? No. Alright, you're good.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
And you're healthy. So the only person left is... Sorry, what was his name? Rakesh? I'm not sure. I don't wanna, Oh, have I not had this conversation?
I'm sorry you
I wanted to get in there and have that, because you can actually go in there and hear what you can eavesdrop them if you get to the right place.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Likewise.
Tell me the truth about your appointment as a medic during the war, Rakesh.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake. I had to learn the job on the spot, sir. Very hard, sir. But I rose to the challenge.
Do you realize how many soldiers died because of that decision? You should have refused.
Yes, sir. I swear I did, sir. But no one listened. When the first wounded arrived, I had to do what I could.
It is an unbelievable story, Mr. Chidana.
It was a time beyond belief, Dr. Reid. But I'm happy not to deal with the wounded. I prefer caring for the dead now.
You can't impersonate a doctor. You can't improvise a medical education. People could die at your hands.
You're absolutely right, sir. But as a field surgeon, It was more like being a butcher.
Do you believe you have really helped these people?
My ratings were within the averages of the regiment. I saved lives, Dr. Reid. Does that not say enough about triage and war surgery?
Yeah, it says a lot. It's actually pretty sad and gross. Alright.
Do you need medical attention?
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company, even if the quiet can be appreciated.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reid.
Okie doke. I'm
Goodbye,
out of
Mr.
here.
Chidana.
Alright, and let's take a look and see how many people are left that need help. Okay, so I gotta go back and get Milton. I thought I got Milton. So we're gonna get Milton, and then we're gonna call this a playthrough.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. In fact, anyway.
You got it, buddy.
Goodbye, Milton.
Alright, Millie Mill. We took care of Mill, and now we gotta go to, well, there's nothing for me to do in Whitechapel yet, because I can't get in to see him until I level up my mesmerize level to 3. But I do gotta get over here, and I gotta find Gillingham. But Gillingham is gonna be, well, I won't go too far into it, it's a spoiler, so let's just say I'm not in too much of a hurry to find Gillingham, because I'll find her as part of another story. Okay, a little bit of back up there, that's fine. Okay, it is actually, I'm going to pause right here, and I'm going to set up the next episode, so bear with me for a minute. I'm going to stop the playthrough. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that share button, and I will try to get back to you with the next episode in much sooner than, 2 months.